She is the only woman in history to sue the Walt Disney Company and win. She is a two-time Oscar nominee in a single night, the owner of a staggering $16.4 billion box office legacy, and as of January 2026, the highest-paid actress on the planet. But Scarlett Johansson's journey to the top was never a straight line. How did she go from a modest $400,000 debut in the Marvel Cinematic Universe to commanding record-breaking $20 million paychecks per film? Today, we're going beyond the red carpet to explore her 15 high-profile relationships, the hard lessons learned from 3 failed marriages, and her elite lifestyle, from secluded New York mansions to a high-octane car collection. Stick around, because as of this week, the battle for the #1 spot in Hollywood just took a shocking turn. Someone just overtaken Black Widow in Hollywood. To understand the mogul of 2026, we have to look back at the 9-year-old girl in Manhattan who was told she didn't have the commercial look. Scarlett didn't just stumble into fame, she hunted it. In 1994, she made her debut in the film North. While the movie was panned, critics noticed something unusual, a soulful gravity that most child actors simply didn't possess. Interesting fact, Scarlett used to practice forcing herself to cry on mirror, also command crying during auditions because she felt it was the only way to beat out the sunny child actors of the 90s. By 1998, in The Horse Whisperer, director Robert Redford famously remarked that she was 13 going on 30. While her peers were chasing teen pop stardom, Scarlett's business sense led her toward indie prestige films. In 2003, she hit a turning point with Lost in Translation. Director Sofia Coppola waited over a year for Scarlett to become available. She spotted Scarlett in the film Manny and Lowe and knew immediately she was the one because of her signature husky voice and maturity, believing only she could convey that specific sense of soulful isolation. Though her paycheck for that film was under $500,000, the cultural capital she earned was worth tens of millions. Then came the role that redefined her career, Natasha Romanoff. In 2010, Scarlett made a gamble. She dyed her hair red before she even landed the part in Iron Man 2. Her starting salary was just $400,000. Compare that to the $35 million she banked for Avengers Endgame just a decade later. But the real dark side of fame moment came in 2021. When Disney released Black Widow on streaming simultaneously with theaters, Scarlett felt her contract was being cannibalized. Most actors would have stayed quiet to avoid being blacklisted. Scarlett sued. She took the world's biggest studio to court in a move that shocked the industry. She didn't just win a settlement rumored to be over $40 million. She paved the way for every actor in the streaming age to get paid fairly. That lawsuit transformed her from an employee into a power partner. So, how does a mogul spend a $165 million fortune in 2026? Scarlett has a taste for European engineering and secluded real estate. Her car collection is a masterclass in understated luxury. She is a known fan of German engineering, frequently spotted in her Mercedes-Benz GLC 250 and her sturdy GLE 350. For weekend drives, she keeps a sophisticated Audi Q5 and a BMW Z4 in the garage. But she also has a fun side, owning a British Mini Cooper JCW for zipping through New York traffic. When it comes to real estate, privacy is her greatest expense. Her crown jewel is a $4 million Ivy house in the Palisades, New York, a 4,000 square foot colonial estate with breathtaking Hudson River views. She also owns a $13.5 million Manhattan penthouse in Carnegie Hill with her husband, Colin Jost, and a $2.2 million beach house in Amagansett for summer retreats. For Scarlett, wealth isn't just about showing off, it's about building a fortress around her family. However, her personal life was often under a different kind of siege. Scarlett's name has been linked to roughly 15 notable relationships, including early romances with Jared Leto and a brief, intense fling with Sean Penn. But her 3 marriages provide the most insight into her evolution. First, there was the Ryan Reynolds era from 2008 to 2011. She was just 23, and it was a union of 2 exploding stars that struggled under the weight of professional competitiveness. Next was her marriage to French journalist Romain Dauriac in 2014. They shared a daughter, Rose Dorothy, but the marriage ended in 2017 due to vastly different lifestyles. Finally, in 2020, she married Saturday Night Live's Colin Jost. As of January 2026, they are considered one of Hollywood's most stable power couples. Scarlett has often credited Colin's grounded nature as the reason she can finally balance being a mogul and a mother. And after finishing this video, you can watch the video of Scarlett's controversial love history link in the description. Now, let's look at the current 2026 drama. Throughout 2025, Scarlett led the charge in Jurassic World Rebirth. For this role, she negotiated a massive $20 million upfront fee. The movie was a juggernaut, and for a brief period in late 2025, Scarlett was officially the #1 highest-grossing lead actor in history, surpassing Samuel L. Jackson. But as we stand in January 2026, the leaderboard has shifted. With the massive opening of Avatar, Fire and Ash last month, Zoe Saldaña has narrowly overtaken her, pushing Scarlett to the #2 spot. But don't count her out. Unlike her competitors, Scarlett is diversified. Her production company, These Pictures, is currently signing massive development deals, and her skincare line, The Outset, is now a multi-million-dollar staple in the beauty industry. Scarlett Johansson didn't just survive child stardom or studio wars, she rewrote the rules of the game. From child star to $16 billion icon, she is the blueprint for the modern movie star. Do you think she'll reclaim the #1 spot from Zoe Saldaña by the end of the year? And what do you think of her $4 million Ivy house? Let us know in the comments. For more deep dives into the icons of our time, subscribe to Social USA. We'll see you in the next one.